flags. They're all, both countries are falling into this sort of a dualism. Port Douglas is burning up like hell. It's that's where I'm going. It's a nice town. I don't want to live here. Well, I'm producing music up in North Queensland, and I'd say the music sucks in Canada, North America. And I'm looking at your YouTube psychologist, Dr. Todd Grandin. You're qualified. You took down Teal Swan. You attack every awakened spiritualist. Teal Swan, Eckhart told me. Let me do an analyzing of you. You're using analytical psychology, which was dumped by Freud, right? I read Jungian, and you're analyzing everybody. You're analyzing Teal Swan, a good spiritual woman. You're analyzing Eckhart Tolle. Who else are you going to analyze? Here's another dude saying non-duality is a scam because you haven't reached non-duality of the ego. Is your problem. The ego is the problem. It is a part of us that you haven't gone through the ego death yet. Who are you? Who used to sing that? Who are you? Who are you? Who am I? The name I call myself. Hat trick. Duality is not a scam. Non-duality is not a scam. It's attainment of awakening. How can you go and say these things? Because you're not awakened yet. There's a girl on here, she says crystals don't have energy. Because she's not attuned to energy healing. How can you say these things? But you can, because you can't experience them. Blindness is North American psychology. That's why I'm leaving North America. I can't even practice here, my energy healing. Like I use crystals, and I'm a part Aboriginal Australian. And I don't like Canada because they're denying climate change. You know, it's the doom of Canada. They'll blow you up, I bet. Someone will stop you. Your karma's coming, kids. This country will fall apart if you don't get rid of that fossil fuels. But you know, they had a cyclone there. You can't see a connection to anything in this planet because you can't see it. It doesn't exist. You're in a Newtonian level of stupidity. Newtonian thinking. So this crystal, I charge. It's a amethyst. Goes on my grid. Does it work? Yeah, it does. Can you feel energy in it? You might not be able to because you're not open. Your consciousness is open. I can handle that too. Somebody that has feelings and they can feel the energy. See, we're all different. And awakening, as she said in Australia to me quite well, she's a spiritualist like me. She said, the world's bipolar. The world is bipolar. She was saying this is a fraud. Prove it. Well, we got proof. Well, you know, I was getting into this skepticism. So we get into two camps called psychology, philosophy. Non-material philosophy would understand that that's a phenomenon. It does exist. Frequency goes into the crystal. Of course, I'm using Kundalini energy. Does that exist? The spiral of the spine going up and improving my chakras. Does that exist? The problem with mankind is their chakratic imbalances are all out. And healthcare doesn't talk about it. You know, mind, body, spirit connection is the answer. And, you know, you read the Course in Miracles. It's not getting into duality. 5D dimensional is non dualistic. You haven't reached it. That's all it is. I can say a lot of things are scams, but to come out with these blatant blanket statements that you don't know what you're talking about, that's the problem with the world of experts and influencers. I don't know everything. Divinity is 8, like sideways. It's a symbol of infinity. Infinite number is continuous. What do we know? The universe is expanding, contracting? We don't know. The problem with society and the human mind is this. You have to make meaning of everything. Zen, one hand clapping. It's to get you out of that zone of thinking. So that's where Western psychology went wrong. It got into analyzing. We analyzed data. We even analyzed economics. Warren Buffett doesn't enough. He's played the trick enough. Piano player can play a piano and know what keys, and it just comes natural. Warren Buffett's lived 91 years, and computer goes out. And what's going on, people? I'll tell you what's going on. 91 years. And he knows enough not to go by analytical data. The tsunami hasn't come yet. You're right on the beach. That's what Eisenberg said in The Grove. You're on the beach. The great balloon race is going on. It's free market capitalism. And tsunami hasn't come yet. So you're going to lay out there and sunbathe. Whoosh, she comes. But when? It's only a matter of time. When we have no money in the bank, no gold in the system, we're just putting out pot paper. That's infinite unknowns. So we're living in it. We talk about we got to make meaning of everything. We don't make meaning of economics. They never educated anybody in university or college much in economics. This kid's yelling out Keynesian economics. I don't think it fits in our society anymore. I don't believe in commodity markets anymore. Oh, I don't believe in commodity markets. I don't. Even Warren Buffett and those guys weren't getting into commodity markets, cashing the chips in. A lot of the old boys are cashing them in. They got enough money to get out of that game. That's the fool's gold. Precious metals maybe. But I've lived a long time and I'm tired. Tired of listening to right-wing conservatives destroy this planet by delegating against climate protocols. We're doing it again and again and again, but the kids don't know any better. They're Gen Z's hooked on the phones. They're looking at, they just made a shift. They made a shift to maybe the democracy, but they chose a financial future. There is a financial future. At least the friggin' country. It's no good anymore. That's the one I'm doing. And they said I need a psychiatrist. Well, yeah, I don't need a psychiatrist. I've got lawyers. They're getting me out of this country for all the crap I've gone through with progressive conservatives, standing up for the environment. I'm leaving. I'm a proud Australian. And I'm looking at the cyclones coming into my little town I'm going to be moving to. Buy a nice apartment there. By the beach, there's a cyclone coming in. You can't see a relationship to fossil fuels. Natural gas production causes carbon, goes in the atmosphere and goes up. And you don't believe that. So your science is all rubbish. Yeah. You were educated in what your punk rockers said, steal your heart, steal your soul, man. And that was what in the 80s you were singing that stuff. Because the punkers hated that sort of traditional rubbish that was going on with the elites, the palms, the pomp and circumstance. What's elitism now? Ponzi scheme, hedge funding. Yeah, the ones that started the primate lending, you just let them go. Nicky Nine Doors. You just let them go out there, printed money, after too late, Ponzi scheme, hedge fund, Wall Street, she was crashing. And, Michael Moore, he was a bit of a rebel, wasn't he? He wrote there 9/11. Remember that when Republican came in there, we were going to get Bethany. No, he got in an oilmonger called, what was his name? Yeah, it was, and then you're bored video. He's voted for that rubbish. So you blame the boomers now. I'm not a boomer yuppie. The yuppies are bad kid. They're just talking about getting a career. The 80s and stuff. Man, that was what they're talking about. Getting a career. Universities are not about learning things. Jane Jacobs said that. It's just an accolade. So you always really big figures, big thought. Remember he showed this guy to the galaxy, big thought. It's this massive monolith in the universe. And he says, tell me the meaning of life. Go back in 5 years. Big thought says, and he goes back. What's the meaning of life? Water. What? Let's get back. This doesn't mean anything. Meanings. Just use the psychologists in North America say, we gotta make meaning feel safe. That's a reptilian part of our brain of safety. Safety. Well, I thought it doesn't make sense. So, transcendentalism, that's a scam. All these attacks on philosophies and, yogis and prophets and spiritualism, that's all scam. You don't understand what you're talking about, kid. If you say, when you haven't reached it yet, you haven't attained nirvana for domain it and kill yourself. You don't have to attain nirvana for that. You reach the depth of this inner soul, the depth of this other crust called the egoic mind and this thinking. You come into heart center. So I gotta tell you, he's a scammer. And thought he's analyzing Ram Dass. Ram Dass talked about using the head against the heart. Heart resonance schools. This is all science now. You're into old science. You're into really old science, Dr. Todd Drug analyzing. It started like I got a tool and I gotta play with it. I'm gonna diagnose every damn person out there. They diagnosed Adolf Hitler too, It was psychological studies of bourbon. Well, that might be true. But you're diagnosing people that are awakened into a deeper realm. And you don't believe, you go by and you hold them back to the past. So you're not present moment aware enough person. You're analyzing. You're going into the past. What was in the past is done. It's over. They were talking about Tom Cruise. Both of them. It's in the past. It's way behind the boat. I was somebody's going to make money, and it's the real world you make money at, okay? It's not scamming. But it's scamming. And you're not getting anything for your money. If I'm putting in a spiritual product, you're going to analyze me or analyze my clients. I hope I can get that country. I can sue the ass off you. I really mean it. I've had it with these analytical idiots. You gotta quit analyzing and judging people. It's part of the ego. So maybe this psychology doesn't make you like mold that you judge people with. Judge and be the judge. There's no more judgment systems. Analytical psychology. Judging affectively. Judging kills someone. What are you gonna pick on? Marianne Williamson? Oh, you're an analyzing her. You know something? A part of the life struggle, awakening, you go through dark part nights of the soul. And that's part of knowing the dark to see the light. And we tend to walk away from the dark. And we heal. And we become enlightened. So we know what non-duality is. How can you go out and say that? You haven't reached the height, or you haven't reached the enlightenment stage yet. The Dharma, the enlightenment. The Buddha did. You know, the Mahatma. Nobody could get any of those messages back then, except some of his disciples. The silent discourse. He wrote one flower. Nobody got it. And then one of his disciples said, So what is this? Is it a verbal, analytical thought form? Or is it a feeling form? And God probably talks about the energy of the hand, how energy feels. You feel that. I can take some of my clients, they can't feel anything in a crystal. Others can. I can do energy work on people that are open to it. But I can't do it on people that are closed. Jesus went to the blind man. The blind man went to Jesus. The blind man wanted to heal. So he put faith in Jesus' ropes. What happened? You could see. But what did Jesus say? You could see. Not because my ropes. Your faith made you whole. Remember that. Your faith made you whole. And you can do this and even greater. I'm good with psychology that is positive and helps people. But when you start analyzing, stigmatizing, and rubbishing people with analytical psychology that stigmatizes, you're full of crap. Sorry, that's a negative word. You're dangerous and you're sick. You need help, man, to analyze Eckhart Tolle. Because you haven't rose to that equation of enlightenment. Buddha, there's many phases of enlightenment. Buddha, yoga, yogi, alchemy. Awakening is a slow process. The seed goes small in the garden. Then it grows to a small tree, and then it grows to a big tree. It takes time. So it goes through stages, but you're stagnating the stages by analyzing and stigmatizing people. There's another thing I'm going to tell you. Everybody's looking for profits, analyzers, and they don't trust very similar to the doubting Thomas. No, you can't be Jesus coming back. With my hands. The doubting Thomas. The doubting Thomas. That's what we got. Jesus said, "Oh, ye of little faith." And Jesus took me, yeah, man. This is a good man, Jesus. Jesus looked into his heart and he said, "No, Judah. You see the eyes of the mind. It's not so good. I see the eyes of the heart. How's that a judgment? It's a discernment. Spiritual discernment. And Jesus Christ taught. All spiritual teachers teach discernment. So we are spiritual beings. But you negate that. And you analyze. You're doing the Newtonian theory. You're doing method story of a person's life. Dr. Gallup and Lottie talked about the myth-normal. And that's what DSMs did. They normalize everything else so you can blanket statement the whole diagnostic system. And that's the quick fix. Because our mental health doesn't work. Because the mental health is criminal. It's stigmatizing people. And then you wake up and you're saying, like, God, why did I go to that creek for? Now, a lot of singer-songwriters said, women, I said, well, why don't you bipolar girl? She's a top singer-songwriter. Well, of course I am. We're all bipolar. Because we write music. Taylor Swift must be bipolar. They're all bipolar. And I write music because art's bipolar. You could label every damn artist, musician out there. Because you got to sort of confuse them the path of what creativity is. What I'd say creativity is, you have the duality. And non-duality is probably the start of the creative process. If it's not for you, you're scripting from a higher source of consciousness. But no, duality. The scam. Ignorance is a scam. A man that has not reached enlightenment looks at the enlightened one like the Buddha. The first one said to the Buddha, an angel, be a god, what are you? I'm the light. So, enlightenment, reaching these states of consciousness with all these years of practice and experimentation, transcendentalism, other forms of inside breath work, meditation, yoga, pranayama, kundalini. This is all awakening processes. But they're tough. Because we've been programmed and wired down to the collective unconsciousness. For years, the whole system's been to steal your heart, man. To steal your soul as a punk or something. was in a medium, I tell you, the spirit guide said, ideology, 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 ideology. One hand clapping. Non-duality. That's what we're trying to attain. When I get angry, that's my defense mission of duality. When I seek peace, I'm in non-duality. There's a period of what we call the fifth dimensional consciousness, and it has no judgments. That's enlightenment, to a certain degree. But does the enlightenment exist? How many dimensions are there? In quantum reality, probably 9, 10, 20. Quantum string theory, many multi-dimensions, but we're only attaining 5 maybe. So 4D, satellite. That's where you get into the energy, you're feeling energy. 5D. 5D is a shift completely to non-thought. Have you ever got to the stillness of zero? I'm getting there. So it's these breaths. Can you gap thinking? That's non-duality. I did it for about a minute. When we get into that level, we get into quantum energy, and we're getting down into the quanta, the quantum frequencies of healing and energy. But that doesn't exist. Quantum reality. That's who died when I got born? Albert Einstein. He was working with quantum reality. And I'll tell you the arguments that I hear against this form of quantum and astrophysics, finite math. I don't understand it, so it can't exist. Who told me that? Computer data scientist. What do you think you're dealing with? Those computers are working with electrons, neutrons, and everything. They're working with digital information, on-offs. That's quantum reality. So I don't understand that. It's theoretical science. Quantum black finite math. My cousin does that. He does everything a lot more. He's a genius. Quantum reality. He's a person NASA. He's an astrophysicist. That's the big particles in space. He's working with time-space continuum, things that are not making sense on the Newtonian front. So Sun Young is a Buddhist scholar. Why is he studied spirituality at what enlightenment is? Now he did it because he was interested in finite math. And he knew it was very difficult to learn finite math. So he studied Buddhism and went into deep meditation. You ever notice that Buddhism gets into astrophysics, astrology, everything? You ever notice that? Because they're getting into zero, like Zen. You know, Zen Simpson, he'll say, he'll have a stick, and he'll jump up. He says, what is this? It's corn. And then he'll take the stick and smash it. What is this? He's pushing out of the way of thought. These are koans. They have one hand clapping a koan. So Western ideology is not Eastern. Zen, Buddhism. released. The Bhagavad Gita, the Heart Sutras. They all have some sort of gold lining of unity in Jesus Christ's teachings were of the heart. So is the Bhagavad Gita. It's all the Heart Sutras. It's all one unity. So what's non-duality? Non-duality. We just reached it. There's no duality underneath faiths. They all have one unity. Where can we find non-duality? Nature. Explore nature. The Ojibwe sign out there says it's in Ojibwe. And I see, look up there and I see threads of connection and everything. There's no duality. What's that thread? Love. Read the four agreements. It's a very spiritual book. Really explains this. So you're in the problem is paradigm shifts are tough, aren't they? And that's the problem. When you get into Western philosophy, Western psychology, of analytical nonsense, you're stuck. You're judging Eckhart totally. It's not his talking. It's the frequency and energy he's transmitting over and over again. The Course in Miracles is the same way. You go into a church, if you can't attune to the sacredness, you lost it. Or a synagogue or anywhere. There's sacredness everywhere. So we don't attain the sacred. If I'm doing therapy on somebody, I want them to one room to dump the rubbish and just let it out. Okay, but you don't dump it in here. But this area is sacred. And this is the place we heal. The sort of psychology I did. The chair, this one chair is a ranch chair. But it's not in that area. That's bad, crappy energy. This chair is the happy chair. It's the chair where we're going to talk about good things. That's dumb. It's like I was listening to a thing talking about a flamingo. And the people crying because it's so energetic. People don't want to cry. I'll tell you, tears are power. Your clients should cry. They can't hear more of that. I was healing a shamanic journey in time, but I was doing some shamanic journey and Reiki. I was combining it. He was listening to a native drumming all night long because he had PTSD and he was going to kill himself. He was a Sarajevo military officer. So what happened? He got in the bathroom every day. I had to cry in there, boss. It felt good. Tears of power. Pills are band-aids. They do not allow that healing to come through. So there's parts of us that die away to let the new in, like a tree or a growth. That's the human ego that crushed the old thing, the protective outer layer of all this rubbish. And that's duality. The human ego creates the duality. Attaining non-duality is death, ego death. Sexuality, when somebody has a complete orgasm, it's a little death, right? It's just, ooh, you're somewhere else. That's why we get addicted to sex. But if we have a spiritual release of the ego, let it die. In some moments I'm really upset. I listen to these climate deniers. say, what the heck is wrong again? Well, I think the energy's pushing me to proceed with civil lawsuits so I can get money to live well in Australia. And they're getting into the renewable sector. It's more spiritual there. New Zealand, Australia, those islands, they're very spiritual people there. Here, they're still into the Western ideologies. I used to think it was religion that was the problem. Nah, it's these thought forms. They just got too overthinking. Too much overthinking. Too much trying. Look at the amount of hours you spend on computers. I mean, this whole generation, YZ and Z and all that, they're addicted to technology. It's just massive amounts of information coming in. So what I think it is the world is overconsumed with thought. Yeah. What's going to leave of that hour? How many hours do we spend on a computer? How many we massively absorb data? And we can't. There's no solitude. So solitude became a mental illness. I want to be alone. Why do you want to be alone? Why, a recluse is a mentally ill person? I'm a reclusive. I don't like being around a lot of people. Do I hate people? No, I need downtime. Great people have always used downtime, and solitude. So Henry David Thoreau used solitude. He lived in Concord, just outside the city. He had a cabin in the woods, and he could do his thinking there. Have you ever been alone with your thoughts? Well, here's the problem with being alone with your thoughts. You can't forgive your past. So you're in the duality game. Self-hatred. Self-hatred. I have people come to me and say, I don't understand that. I say, there's nothing to understand. So you're trying to think things out. It doesn't work. He's in a different frequency zone. So is Teal Swan. They're in different frequency zones. So is Ramdas. So is all of them. And the Heart Sutras of consciousness. Non-duality. So this young man comes out and he's an influencer and he says it's a scam. You can't comment on him, so I'm replying. Come on, that's video. The only scam is being unconscious. Like, we can call it duality, non-duality. But when you're unconscious, you're into this duality. Unfortunately, we have to use a very tough word now. Unconscious. You're wandering around thinking all the time. That's a tough gig. They're attacking that Buddhist work. Oh, that's what we're going to do. Here's a guy talking about flacking. And he's got water and cups and everything. Figuring it out. It feels good to do it, kid. Doesn't feel good. Energy reserves and whatnot. The semen release is wrong. It's right. That's duality. We don't know. Sometimes the sexual releases lower that energy in the chakras through the Kundalini cast come down. And you ever have a sexual orgasm that comes out of your feet? You ever had that? What is that? When you have sexuality, sacral chakras are charged. And it's part of making music, making love, and everything. The other chakra is the yum, the root chakra. Now there's 7 major chakras. would say get mad and feel real bad. Yeah. I'm just saying, cut the cord of that energy being angry. Because they can't use feel angry. They gotta clearly think. They gotta really question. Should I let them away? Well, hell, they stole a lot of money. And they have a civil court. They don't go to jail. They just end up taking a lot of money. What's that mean? What does it mean if somebody goes to jail? Then we're getting into Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment. Clockwork Orange, all that stuff. Crime and punishment, but you gotta teach justice. You use justice because this is a real world. And nothing's working for me financially. I'm just getting run around by conservatives rubbish. I'm a spiritual man. I don't live here. And I'd say the start of the rubbish is psychology and psychiatry. Analyzing. Unfortunately, the last psychologists I saw were spiritually Buddhist young men in this area. Get the right ones, not the analytical idiots, the Jungians, all those jokes. You gotta stay away from that. They're dangerous as hell. So I'm sitting like at our parkland figure stock attack. This blonde comes over, she's wearing a mini skirt, she's an entertainer. She's had a regret going to a psychiatrist. Gave me a label, I can't get life insurance. Isn't that funny? That's stigmatization. And it has to end, but it won't. It seems like you guys are out there doing your analytical jobs on here. And analyzing what every spiritual said there. Such is life. I don't give a root. I'm in a city state now, those records are still there, and they go read them up and hold me to the past of stigma. So I just get them closed, and that's what I'm doing. I'm fucking got a pile of them closed. But I can burn because it's all rubbish. The mind is producing a lot of rubbish when it was processing through drug systems. Wasn't in here. There's buying disorders. That was sick. As soon as you buy into it, you're not sick. And if they cut me off, and I know it's controlled by the pharmaceutical racket. And that's what Don Tillman left out of Canada or the United States. He says it's all racket. Big pharma. Anyways, that's what I think, too. I'm a holistic practitioner. Quit